Well, I believe that partway through the program, NASA saw the need to up their investment, if you will, to help the companies that were involved either increase their testing or buy down their risk. And since up to that point, everything changing had been on the companies themselves. And it was increasing the investment required of each of the companies, increasing the risk to the shareholders. I think NASA realized that in order to achieve everybody's mutual goals as close to the agreed to schedule, and certainly as successfully as possible, that it was wise to put some more fuel into the system, if you will. At Orbital ATK, we used that to add an additional flight to buy down some additional risk on the Antares rocket itself. It was a brand new rocket. It had engines that had a long legacy but were unproven in orbital spaceflight, and a brand new system on top. And we wanted to demonstrate that the first part of that, the launch vehicle and the separation systems, would in fact work, so that we didn't jeopardize an operational vehicle or any cargo on the very first mission. We were willing to do that because we felt like that was the most efficient way to meet the funding requirements that we'd been given. But adding another flight, I think, helped everybody feel more confident that we were on the right path to achieving a demo flight of Cygnus in the most cost-effective and lowest risk approach. So adding that test flight, which we used NASA money to cover part of the expense of that, I think gave the whole team a boost of confidence that we were all in this together, and that we were buying down risk in a logical and engineering, good sound engineering way. I think if there'd been additional funding, we probably would have spent a little bit more time on the rendezvous activities, testing both on the ground and in orbit. We might have also worked a little more on developing the cargo system and the transfer system to optimize the efficiency of that, because we've learned as we've gone through the program that we've actually been able to double the carrying capacity of the Cygnus, but it's taken some time and additional money. If we'd have had that money up front, we might have been able to start carrying cargo sooner, but it's hard to say in hindsight. But I think that the things you can protect best if you're going to put additional money into a program, and that rarely happens on a fixed price contract, is to identify your highest risks, figure out what additional testing and demonstrations you can do to buy that risk down without jeopardizing the actual program or the program success or the spacecraft. And then what can you do to keep schedule, to maintain schedule? Because that's usually one of your biggest challenges as you get into the final phase of the program, is making sure that things don't happen that slow you down or stop you. And so having a little bit of reserve of funds to deal with things so that you can put additional resources on a problem that's happening in close without putting pressure on the team to do things that stretch their capabilities beyond reason. Sometimes a little extra money can help you do that.